Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today we have a live reaction replay featuring the newly released Tier 10 American Premium Battleship, the Rhode Island, the ship that Wargaming is currently trying to get you to gamble away your hard-earned cash in order to acquire in the American Carrier Early Access Random Bundle event. A ship that I said I wasn't going to pick up if it wasn't in like the first 2 or 3 bundles, and sure enough it wasn't, so looks like I'm going to have to wait for half a year to play this thing. However, some of you have already sent in replays to the channel, so we're taking a look at one of those today. I found this most interesting because in, what was that, Tuesday's video when we talked about the Rhode Island, quite a few of you said, it's actually not that good. Some of you said it was that good, so we're here to take a little looks-do at it for ourselves. So right now, just from the consumable bar, it's kind of nutty. You got a radar, speed boost, and a heal, so that's, yeah. Things pretty quick. I mean, look at it already. It's already up at 33.7 knots. You still have more to go on top of the engine boost. Oh, also, this is the player. The player's name is Regan is a Beast, or Regan was a Beast. Regan was, well, oh, ReganWasBest. Look, I read it wrong both times. So thank you for sending in, buddy. We're going to take a look at your replay here. So this is a live reaction replay, meaning that I don't know what happens in this match. I have no clue. So you guys get my genuine first reaction to whatever happens. And swinging and missing the other Lucia, the Spurs look pretty good. The Rhode Island does have 12 356 millimeter guns, so on the smaller side by tier 10 standards, but it does have the American AP with the improved pin angles and all that jazz. Broadside Iowa there, let's see what it manages to cook up here. He gets some hits to the superstructure in the upper belt for 7k, and then some additional hits to the upper belt for another 4k damage for 11,219 damage in that one salvo. Okay, that's not bad. The reload time, let's see what it is here. From full health, if he fires again, yep, 22 seconds. Now that's not bad at all. Now the secondaries do get out to 7.6 kilometers. I'm sorry, 7.9 kilometers. So I'm assuming with a build, you could probably get them to like what? That'll be 10, 11. Ooh, another 11k off of that Iowa. Probably 11-ish, 11.5-ish, 11.3-ish. Sounds like the normal American, secondaries. He swapped over to HE here for the Iowa. And I'm assuming that's going to be something that this ship is pretty good at. What is his HE chance? Yeah, 32% on a 22-second reload on 12 shells. It's not bad at all, although did not get a fire there on that Iowa. However, he did only land 3 shells there. Ooh, the friendly Kronstadt's going bow in already at the decap. That's not good, because Soviet large ships do not like going bow in, because they're dedicated. Yeah, look at that. So see, that's why you don't go bowman in like a Mossville or a Stalingrad this early into the game, because look, the Kronstadt's bowman and he's just eating tons of HE already. There's the fire on the Iowa, speaking of HE, and the oh god, look at him just burn. Yeah, the Kronstadt is not the ship it once was. A lot less HE spam back in the day, and I think that's going to be, yep, dead Kronstadt there already. Ironically taken out by the enemy. Rhode Island. Oh, Regan has popped his speed boost here, so let's see if we can get a glimpse at this thing's top speed. So, what is it? Is it a 15%? Ah, another fire on the Iowa there. Yep, 15% speed boost for 180 seconds. So, yeah, he's going to be rocking and rolling. Hey, rocking and rolling way above 40 knots. There is Reagan's first kill, which is the Iowa that he was barbecuing. So, friendly team loses a Kronstadt, enemy team loses an Iowa. Two brothers, though, the map that they're on, this map is either just a blast or kind of a snooze fest. Either you got ships that kind of push the sides or push down the middle. Another fire there on the Rhode Island with 6,000 HE alpha on top of that. Or you just have teams that kind of just mill about on the far west and far eastern edges of the map. And that's kind of just what you do the entire time. So can he sneak another salvo out? Ooh, submarine. Up, the friendly kid takes out the Kazakh, showing who the superior Tier 8 premium destroyer is, but unfortunately the GK comes in and reminds the kid that he does in fact have half of the Kriegsmarine's destroyer force bolted to the side of his ship. Oh man, his reaction in chat. Ooh, is this a dead Wooster here? That makes me so happy being a GK player. Ooh, might be a dead Wooster, if not a severely wounded Wooster. Ooh, 20k to the Wooster. 4 pins, 1 Citadel, so 3 pins and a Citadel, 2 over pins. And AP coming in from, I think that was the Rhode Island, 14k there. And that submarine, what's he doing? It's a U4501, so he's probably keeping pace with Regan here, even though, you know, Regan's in a fast battleship. U451 goes like 37 knots underwater. Hey, look, it's the Andalusia again from the start of the game. Is he going to get lucky this time? No, he is not. 32k. Dang, 3 sits. Four of those hits were citadels. Wow, all right. I mean, yeah, you know, 356mm guns, then give it, you know, improved AP pin angles. Big surprise, it's going to absolutely dumpster cruisers so far. So the enemy Rhode Island is pushing up. You have a 2501, a Vampire 2, and a Massachusetts over here for the friendly ships. Most of those hits on that Rhode Island where it bounces. Situation's pretty even so far. 1 DD, 1 battleship down on the enemy side, 1 DD, 1 cruiser down on the friendly side. Enemy team does have the, of course, the home cap. It looks like they're taking the A cap. Friendly team does have the D and the C cap so far. HE out on the enemy Rhode Island. He gets a fire for that. That is his 4th fire of the game so far. Already at 110,000 damage and counting. And this Rhode Island is sailing broadside. Very interesting tactic here. Let's see if it plays out well for him. Is he going to turn in now? Yep, now he's turning. Don't think it's going to be enough, though. It's going to be a pretty good hit there. Yeah, okay, 9k. 9k. If those 2 non-pins of that bounce would have hit, that probably would have been something a little bit more impressive there. Holland looks like he's coming around the side to poke around and see the Vampire the second. But the Vampire the second does smoke. Ah, there he is. Does smoke up. But gets a couple of more seconds of spotting out on the Holland. And ooh, good hits there. 5 pins and another fire started. Removes about a third of the Holland's HP. Ironically, you know, you get a battleship-sized shell to your destroyer. It only uses about a third of your HP. But the Holland does beach. Rhode Island does take out the Massachusetts. God dang, that was fast. Lordy. I'm assuming they probably had some focus fire between the Andalusia and the Worcester and the Rhode Island. So let's see what happens here with this Holland with another round of Rhode Island shells. And 5k, almost 6k off. And another fire for Regan in his Rhode Island. He's up to 6 fires already. This man is well on the way to get friggin' Witherer by the 10-minute mark. Enemy Rhode Island is pushing up to the island at the southeastern corner of the decap. Holland's also backing up to get the island between him and the friendly team. There goes the Bilal, but there goes the Vampire 2. Man, even trade so far. Enemy team is behind on points, but of course they are capping the D cap, and the A cap's now uncontested, so their points will probably overtake the friendly team's points here in a minute. Enemy Rhode Island is bow in on the island, but that does not matter when you have HE loaded. AP out from the enemy Rhode Island, but looks like just hits the superstructure for 4k and overpins. 5 pins to the enemy Rhode Island from the HE, and he is repairing. His damage count's not up though, and I haven't seen him pop it yet. So let's see. These fires could oh yeah. This is what killed the Massachusetts. The Worcester HE spam, the Andalusia HE spam, and the Rhode Island HE spam. But Regan's Rhode Island is, of course, much quicker than the Massachusetts, so he will be able to get out of here. Ooh, AP loaded and a broadside Worcester. Let it rip. Where are these Worcester players when I'm playing? I'm telling ya. So let's see. This could be very bad for Mr. Worcester. He tries to angle in, and it does save him. A bunch of overpins and 1 solid penetration. Looks like Regan's watching that GK, seeing he's going to come on down the middle. I wouldn't if I was at GK. I would just kite out, given the you know, quite angry stack of ships coming up behind him. So that shots were out on. I think he meant to target the Rhode Island, but he targeted the Worcester by mistake. Still gets a couple of hits on the Worcester. Up to 162,000 damage now, and 1 kill. 7 fires though. All right, so now both teams have 2 caps. Ships are still fairly even. Still 2 submarines left alive on the friendly side, and 1 submarine left alive on the enemy side. Gets his rear turret out on the Worcester that had HE loaded. I would have left that with a Citadel him of all things. Does have AP loaded in the front turrets. Lets it rip. And this looks pretty good. The Worcesters just now started to turn out. Don't think it'll save him too much. There we go. Citadel and the Worcester get him down to 2,000 HP. Gives him the rear turret. I believe he is flooding from probably the U-2501's torpedoes. But let's see if this will get him. Hey, there we go. Kill number 2 for Mr. Regan here. But the enemy Rhode Island is still around. Thankfully, Regan did get on the move, and there we go, with those shots. And let's see, broadside Rhode Island to another Rhode Island, 3K, superstructure hits, I'm assuming. So, the friendly team is pushing up on the western side, enemy team is retreating. If that GK, well, yeah, he's pretty low. If he could, no, GK is going down the middle. I was going to say, maybe he's going to go, you know, around to the decap, link up the Rhode Island, then they're both going to push around to C. But looks like this GK is going for the middle. He craves the middle. Now, the enemy North Carolina and the enemy Moscow are still out there, way out west, dealing with the pushing friendly team. Is that HE? That was HE out on the GK. I just chunked the crap out of superstructure, though. Not bad. 5K and a fire for his 8th fire of the match. He's at 189,000 damage. There's the high caliber award. And ooh, look at those torpedoes on the friendly Montana. Thankfully they missed. Okay, so that Montana gets to live. The enemy U4501 is still around here somewhere, obviously. AP loaded in the tubes again. There's that Andalusia. From the beginning of the match, Montana is eating a couple of the enemy Holland torps, but they are Holland torps. They aren't too bad, but he's also pretty low health. Enemy Moscow takes out the Laria out west. Ooh, only 950 from that Andalusia, unfortunately. So the Laria is down. That leaves the Napling, the Smolensk out west. Regan's dropping both of his ASW squadrons on the U4501's ping. The Montana gets a pretty good chunk out of the Andalusia, though. And Regan sends his salvos that way. Let's see, any hits on the submarine? Yes, looks like splash damage from the second drop. That is good enough to get a flood on the 4501, but the 4501 does instantly damage it. And, well, here comes this GK now down the middle. What if the Rhode Island's going up there to meet up with him? Then they're going to both push down the middle. I mean, because right now it's just Regan and the Montana down here, and a GK with another tier 10 ship. Even if it is the Rhode Island, it's certainly more than enough to deal with it. Ooh, Montana eats a couple of 4501 torps. That's not great for his health. But at the same time, too, since the GK and the Rhode Island are over at the northern cap, the D cap is pretty open. It's just the Andalusia and the 4501 hiding out somewhere. Alright, so let's see if we can get this thing's top speed. I noticed I was going to look at that earlier, but oh, radar, hello 4501, how you doing, buddy? 38 knots. Ooh, there we go, Confederate. Oh, the man has Halsey, so now he's got like a friggin' 10-second reload on his main battery guns. Oh my god. Not 10 seconds, probably like a 17-second, I bet, because Halsey's what, a 20% buff? Yeah, I was thinking Yamamoto, because I was thinking about that with the Kitakami yesterday. Ooh, hits the brakes, gets the flooding damage on the 4501 for his 3rd kill of the match. Alright, come on, shoot your guns, my man. I want to see how this goes. Oh, the man is also playing with a ping of over 100. You should notice that with some of the lagginess going on with his camera, because the replays do record everything from your perspective, lag and all. Alright, so let's see. So that hey, there's the Andalusia with a mere 1500 HP left. Yeah, 16-second reload. Good lord. Now the thing's just a cruiser. Alright, so this should be a dead Andalusia for his 4th kill. Yeah, Andalusia does crank off his burst mode there. Let's see, any fires gonna be started? Nope. Alright. See, if that was me, I would have had some fires. I probably would have had 3 fires started on my ship if I was playing this, just the way my luck goes. GK is sprinting down the middle now to deal with the Montana. The Montana is pretty low. GK, I think, was at like 30k last time we saw him, so he could also be fairly low as well. Let's see what Regan's going to do. He could go up here and grab D, get an... Ooh. North Carolina kills the friendly Jean Bar. U4501, though, friendly U4501 does kill the enemy Rhode Island. Okay, Regan pops a heal. Looks like he is going around to take the GK. Yeah, they have a pretty comfy points lead, but I probably still, especially when something as fast as the Rhode Island, I probably would just, zipped on through D, come around from behind the GK, and then taken him out. That way you get the base XP from the capping, and you get the damage from the GK. But Regan just wants, violence at this point. So I guess he's going to go into, going down the middle on two brothers. I'll give him credit, though. He's pushing up with the Montana. And, if you're going to push a GK, right, like, bring a friend. Especially if you're not in another brawling battleship. Alright, so the North Carolina's managed to keep his health pretty intact. Hey, speaking of North Carolina, if you haven't seen a North Carolina tour video, make sure you check that out. That was the Sunday video from a couple weeks ago. Shameless plug. Okay, GK still at 26k. Bow into the Monty. Monty at 32k. Oh, this will be an interesting fight. Friendly team's got an advantage here with Regan pushing up with the Monty, but yeah. Let's see. So the Mothra's still alive and still pretty heavy. Both the Mothra and the North Carolina have done a very good job preserving their health while dealing with the friendly push. I mean, they have effectively stopped the push going up the Western Cap with those two ships. So, kudos to them for staying alive for that long. Alright, Monty gets the first salvo onto the GK. GK did manage to heal up to 30,000 damage. GK secondaries are opening up on the Montana. Already has a fire on the Montana. Keep in mind the GK secondaries can pin 32mm of armor. So those secondaries can pin the Montana's bow armor and or get inconsistent damage. While the Montana secondaries cannot pin the bow armor of the GK. But hello, Mr. GK. The Montana's broad. Ooh, that's a broadside shot. Oh my god. RNG just saved him there so much. Yeah, that GK shells went all into the water. I was for sure that Regan was about to get a clapping there, but he doth not. Alright, so the GK, it seems sitting pretty still. Like Regan said in cap, I would be wary of ramming, because I 100%, if I was that GK, would be trying to ram something. Ooh! Saved the shots for the right time, though. But Regan gets some HE out on him into the superstructure, saving the Montana and getting him cracking. So, nicely done there, Regan. That was, yeah, wow, okay. Yeah, I saw Regan's life flash in front of his eyes for him. But unfortunately, I think this Mothra is going to burn down this Montana. It's still a pretty close game, because this Montana is about to go down, and, there goes 60-something points. Yep. And then the Holland's still up, chasing the 2501. The Moss was about to get into the friendly cap at A. This is still anybody's game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's a, half-health North Carolina from 9 kilometers away. Oh, come on. Do it. Do the thing. Get him. Now, that should hurt that Mothra pretty good, if not outright delete him. And survey says, pretty good hurting. 18k there to the Mothra. And with that, 16-second reload that he's got now, here's another salvo up. And this might be a dead Mothra here, ladies and gentlemen. And please. Oh, no, but a 16k salvo. God, these are some beautiful shots. And this Mothra, he's not turning at all. Okay, now he is, but I mean, good God, man. After the first almost 20k hit, you need an angle toward whatever ship is, absolutely dumpstering you, and there we go. 10k salvo there, 2 pins, 1 Citadel hit. Ooh, ow. To end the Mothra. That is kill number 6 for Regan here. And the man is complaining when he sold broadside to the Battleship. 13k hit. Ooh, 23k hit on the North Carolina. Let's see if he can get killed. Oh, come on. Do it. Get kill number 7 before the timer runs out for the post-victory screen. AP is out, and 7? Oh no! Come on. that is 7. That is I count that as 7. I bestow upon you the 7th kill, good sir, for a 3,400 base XP game. Would have been more if that last kill counted, because look, the shells are literally exploding, and then the turret 3 shells are already about to make contact with the pixels of that North Carolina's hull. That 7 kills, I bestow that upon you with the power vested upon me by the people of the internet, good sir. But that was a good game. Rhode Island looks pretty interesting. Again, I would like for them to just release this stupid thing normally, but they're not, because again, they want you to gamble. So, despite this awesome showing here, please don't go rush out to gamble your money away to get the ship. But it's a way for us to get a look at it without me having to actually, gamble money away to get the thing. But thank you for sending that in, Mr. Reagan. That was, again, a very good match. The whole thing about the Rhode Island aside, very good decisions made there. Great cross shots you got in there, especially at the end. So thank you so much for sending that in. If you have a replay you'd like to send in to have featured on the channel, you can do that by checking out the email linked down below and send your replays there for consideration. Hope you guys have a wonderful Friday, a wonderful weekend. I will be live streaming here tonight on the channel and on Twitch, as long as my internet holds up, so make sure to come out for that. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Hope to catch you guys in the next one.